Hello, everyone. Dr. Yo here with an unedited video today to answer some of your questions. And today we're going to be talking about, first of all, whether you need to be doing triggering activities or activities of whatever kind that bring on symptoms in order to recover. And also, if so, how to approach these activities in a way that doesn't increase that fear and danger mode response. Excellent questions that have come up a lot on my YouTube channel. So, I think the answer to the first question is fairly obvious if you've been watching my channel for a little while. We do need to resume the activities that are bothering us, that are bringing on symptoms, because ultimately, if we continue to avoid them, we're continuing to send the brain the message that those things are dangerous. Okay. So ultimately, the ultimate goal is to resume the activities that cause symptoms. However, there are many different ways to approach those activities. And as you have seen probably here in the comments, people will often hear me say, okay, I need to go do triggering activities again. And my goal is to reduce danger mode. Got it. But oh my gosh, I tried to do the thing. I got horrible symptoms. I had a huge fear response. I had a panic attack. I flew into a state of anxiety. Did I just ruin everything? So let me reassure you, if that's happened to you, you did not ruin everything. Okay. This is completely normal. You've been going through these symptoms. They're very, very scary. When you trigger them, you're going to feel scared. So that's completely normal. And that doesn't mean that you've reinforced that circuit or reinforced the fear response. It's just there, it's activated. Okay. That said, there are different ways of approaching these triggering activities. And the approach that you take can help minimize fear and danger mode, or it can help reinforce fear and danger mode. So I'm going to give you two scenarios and see if I can illustrate this. So, two people, same trigger, whatever it is. Person number one says, okay, I need to expose myself to this trigger because I've got to get rid of my symptoms because there's something wrong with my brain and I'm going to force my brain to get used to this trigger so I can get rid of the symptoms, and otherwise everything's going to be horrible. So I've got to do it this way right now. Okay. So that may be a little bit extreme, but I think many of us, especially when we're desperate, when we're feeling like I can't take this anymore, very naturally will kind of take that sort of approach. Person number two says, all right, so I've got this activity that I've got to eventually get my brain used to. How do I approach this in a way that teaches my brain that the activity is safe again? I want to show my brain it's safe. Okay, I'm going to firmly and compassionately do this activity for myself as a way of honoring my body and my brain and leading them by the hand, firmly showing them that this activity is safe again. Okay. Notice the difference in those two approaches. Those two people have the same trigger and they're doing the same thing. They're both doing the same activity, but one of them is approaching it in a very rigid way, in a very specific goal-oriented way, in a very A+ perfectionistic way that is going to increase pressure and going to increase stress. And increased stress in this kind of circumstance is going to lead to reinforcing that fear and danger cycle in the brain. Person number two is approaching this trigger as an opportunity for growth, as an opportunity for a corrective experience, an opportunity to teach the brain that this particular activity is safe. There's a lot less fear and danger mode in this approach. And there's a lot more of a focus on this process of teaching the brain it's safe rather than the ultimate goal, which again, they share, right? We know it's to get rid of the symptoms. We know that. But thinking about it in that moment adds to the pressure. Thinking about the process in that moment takes away some of the pressure. So, this is how I'd suggest that you approach these kinds of activities. And I'd suggest you approach them in that second way, that compassionate but firm way, by reminding yourself each time my body's safe, my body's healthy. This is a brain error. And I'm going to teach my brain slowly but surely that this activity is safe again. And if you have that automatic fear and danger mode response, you say, yes, this is what my brain is used to. This is the circuit that's being activated, and that's okay. This is normal. I'm going to gently, but also compassionately and consistently remind my brain that this is safe so that it can learn a different way. All right. So I hope that clears it up. Let me reassure you, if you've not been using that second approach, you didn't ruin everything. Ultimately, if you move enough and your brain gets enough of a message from the outside environment that things are actually safe, you're going to get better. But in that second approach, you're reducing fear and danger mode, which again is a big part of this recovery process. And that's going to accelerate the process of recovery. All right. I hope that helped. If you have questions or comments on this one, please drop them below. And if you found this helpful, as always, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.